Hey, it's Shel Anderson from Shel's Creative Corner and Shel Anderson Designs. Welcome to Stamp with Shel. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I write blog posts over on my blog at shelscreativecorner.blogspot.com for all of my projects and videos. I can be reached anytime by email at andersonshel@gmail.com. Also, I can be found on Facebook under Stamp with Shel. Please like and share and follow my page so you don't miss a thing. Also, I can be found on YouTube under Shel Anderson. If you're joining me tonight via YouTube, please give me the thumbs up, like the video, click the arrow to share, and be sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Today we are going to be having a play with the gorgeous Posies stamp set. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? This stamp set is found in the annual catalog on page 8. It's down here at the bottom of the page and is sometimes overlooked. Now there is a gorgeous Posy project kit above it here, which has some pre-printed card bases and some die cuts and envelopes and such. But no stamp set comes with that. You need to purchase this stamp set to complete this kit. I only have this stamp set. I didn't purchase the kit yet. So we are going to do my own thing with this stamp set and see what we can come up with. Okay, so I have the gorgeous Posy stamp set, and I've chosen this for my ink palette: Soft Suede, So Saffron, Poppy Parade, and Just Jade. I have a Poppy Parade card base, and I have a layer that's going to go right on the front of that card that is 1/4 inch smaller. I have brought in the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and I have die cut a few pieces here, and I did 2 of them in black. I'm going to see if I can mat this in black as well. But before we get any of that started, we need to get some stamping done on the front of this card. So I am going to make my flowers in Poppy Parade. So let's get started with this, and it looks to me like I need to re-ink this ink pad. So we are going to do that right now. It looks very dry to me. Now, let me see if I can find my spoon to push that ink down into the ink pad. And I'm going to put some more on there. There we go. All right, that should do it. Let's give that a whirl. It feels better, that's for sure. All right, let's get stamping. So basically we are going to be making our own DSP with this stamp set. Isn't that pretty? I love that this is a detailed stamp. And we're being sure that we're going to stamp off the edge of the page as well. Beautiful. One more down here, somewhere there. And you will notice that I do have my silicone mat underneath here. All right, we are going to move on. And now I'm going to add a few of these little branches in some soft suede ink. Just like there. Ooh, got a shadow on that one. Pressed too hard on my ink pad. And we'll put one here in the middle. And we'll put one coming down from the top. One in from the side. One there. And maybe one there. All right, we may add some more of those, I'm not sure. Now I'm going to put some little yellow berries using So Saffron on these branches. See how beautifully that fills that in? All right, we may come back to that as well. Now I think I'm going to grab another stamp here because we need to fill this in a little bit more. I'm going to use this. I don't even know what it's for, to tell you. To be honest, I don't. I'm just going to add a few little blotches in Just Jade to fill in a little bit. Now, let me bring in my piece. That's going to go there. So if I had one here, it would be good. And maybe one up here. Yep, looks pretty good to me. Now I think I will go back to this yellow stamp. Clean this one off before I have ink everywhere. I'm going to go back. I'm going to sit this in place. You see how right here, and right here it looks a little bare? I mean, I want white space. I just don't want a whole lot of white space. So that little stamp just took care of that. Like magic. Now, I'm happy with that background, but I'd like to have one of these big, gorgeous flowers, and I want to die cut it. Oh, I can't die cut it. There's no dies. I need to fussy cut it. I want to use this as an embellishment. I'm not worried about those halos because I am going to fussy cut this. All right, now that I'm all covered with ink, and I have decided that I'm going to bring in my Memento black ink and add some of, what do I want to do? I'm going to do two different things here. On one flower, I'm going to do the black splotches like that. And on the other, I'm going to do them like that. Well, obviously that's off center, so I'm going with the dots, and I'm going to carry that theme through on the card front as well. So it all blends together nicely. All right, that's it for that stamping. Now we need to do our greeting. For that, I think I'm going to bring in the Stamparatus. And I'm going to use the Get Well Soon. I'm hoping that's centered. I'm going to use the black ink for this. One more time and it's golden. There we go. Now I can officially say the stamping is done. Now we get to do the fun stuff. Putting it all together and decorating. All right. So we will bring in our card base and we will burnish that fold flat. And then we are going to put this beautiful layer on the front of our card. Like so. Wiggle that into place so that our margins are perfectly aligned. Isn't that pretty? Who'd have thought about that color palette, eh? All right, now I'm going to grab my snips and I am going to cut out this flower. And it shouldn't take me long. It is a pretty simple image to cut. I know a lot of people hate to fussy cut. I don't mind it too much unless it's a real detailed image. I did one the other day that was a flower stem that was so skinny it had me scared to death. If you follow my blog, you can see that card. It was on Saturday, March what? 13th, I think. Look at the calendar. Yeah. Saturday, March 13th. It was part of a blog hop that I was in. And the stem was on the hydrangea. And it was so skinny, and I didn't have the die, so I decided that I would fussy cut it. All right, so we're going to pull this all together, and I could very easily just go like that, but I want to see what this would look like if I mat it. I'm just going to use a glue dot so that if I don't like it, I can easily take it apart. And what I did is I cut two of these the same as the white one, and I did them in black, and I cut them in half, one in half horizontally, and then I cut the other one in half vertically. And I should be able to make a nice layer around here. But I want to be sure before I'm committed to it. All right, give me a couple of glue dots here and we'll see what happens. They're not sticking very well. There we go. I managed to get ink on my greeting. All right, I'm going to try it this way. Because this has been cut apart, it's not going to be an exact, but I think it's going to be close enough. You'll notice that there's little openings in each of the corners, but I'm okay with that. And then this, see how that makes that pop? I'm happy with that. We'll layer this up like so, and then we're going to use dimensionals for the back. Actually, no, I'm not, because I want to put that flower on. I'm going to glue this flat and then put the flower on dimensionals. All right, and I think this flower is going to have to go here to cover up my ink smudge. So that means dimensionals on the outside. Look at that. Covered up my ink smudge. I'm just going to put a little drop of Tombow under here to keep that down in place. Now I have this Poppy Parade ribbon. It's called All the Trimmings and it's got a beautiful gold edge on it. I'm going to try making a bow with this, but I'm going to try making a triple bow and we'll see how that turns out. And when I say a triple bow, I just mean I'm going to go around the posts here 3 times, so I have 3 loops to each of my bows. 3 loops to my bow. Oh boy. And we'll see what it looks like. If we don't like it, we don't like it. But I think I like it. Grab my ribbon scissors. And we'll just do a little fluffing here. And a glue dot. I love all that gold goodness. Add some sparkle to my card. Now I'm going to do that roll technique with the glue dot, just rolling it into a little tight taco shell, for lack of a better way to explain it, and tuck it under that narrow ribbon to keep that in place. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Just roll that glue dot and voila. Trim off those tails. And now I think this one only is going to get a little bit of Winkostella. Because that one is an embellish. That one's pretty dry. Find another one. We seem to lose a lot of, Winkostella. There we go. Added some sparkle to that. Now let's see if we can find some more sparkle that we can add here. Those champagne rhinestones might look nice with that gold. I have the gold glitter enamel dots. I have standard basic rhinestones. I have the holiday rhinestones. I have red rhinestones, but those won't work because they're real red, not poppy. And I have these wonderful gems. They have these little gold. Let me take those out of there and have a look. That's a possibility for me. And these champagne rhinestones. I think I'm going to go with the champagne. I know they're not gold, but I also have the gilded gems. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Because these ones are gold, for sure. Maybe we will scatter a few of these around. Woo! Got it stuck to my shirt. Maybe we'll put one up there. One down there. And one right there. And there we have a very sparkly, very gorgeous Get Well card made with the gorgeous Posies stamp set. Now I've seen lots of these cards made in different pastels, which is great, but there's lots of samples out there for you guys to see. I wanted to go with something a little bolder to show you that you don't have to just follow what you see out there. You can change up your colors, you can change up your layout, your embellishments, and make it your own. All right, I hope you enjoyed this class. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.